There's a spot on your body smaller than a coin that can restore your morning strength, boost testosterone, and improve circulation in just minutes a day. And most men over 60 have never even touched it. Gentlemen, no matter our age, there's one thing we all quietly care about. It's not just health. It's not just energy. It's that quiet sense of manhood, the strength, the confidence, the ability to feel like ourselves. Even in our 60s, 70s, or beyond, that part of us still matters. And here's the truth. Your body isn't broken. The blood vessels, the nerves, the hormonal systems that once gave you that natural power are still there. They've just gone quiet, waiting for the right signal to wake them back up. Today, I'm going to show you 5 simple pressure points, rooted in traditional medicine and proven by modern science, that can restore blood flow, support healthy testosterone, and bring back those natural morning erections, without pills, without machines, and without shame. And when you use them in the right order, the effect can be up to 3 times more powerful. I've seen this work for men well into their 80s, not to chase youth, but to reconnect with their own bodies. So, before we begin, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, I share natural, science-backed ways to keep men over 60 strong, confident, and connected, because you're not done yet, and your best mornings may still be ahead. Gentlemen, let's begin with a place most men never think about, yet it quietly holds an incredible amount of influence over your performance, circulation, and confidence. In traditional Chinese medicine, this point is called Huiyin. It's known as the perineum point, marked as CV1. Anatomically, it sits right in the middle of the perineum, the space between your scrotum and your anus. I like to think of this spot as your hidden switch. This small area is home to the bulbous spongiasis muscle, a key player in both maintaining an erection and controlling ejaculation. But over the years, after hours of sitting, strain, or even poor posture, this area can become tense or underactive, slowing blood flow and dulling the signals between your brain and your body. The good news is that switch can be gently turned back on. To connect with it, start by sitting comfortably on a chair or soft cushion. Use your fingertips to locate the soft spot midway between your testicles and your anus. That's Huiyin. If it feels unfamiliar, that's normal. Most men have never consciously touched this point. Once you've found it, let your body settle. You might place a small rolled towel beneath you, or use your middle finger to apply a light, steady pressure. There's no need to press hard. In fact, with acupressure, gentleness often invites a stronger response. As you breathe in through your nose, let your belly expand. As you breathe out, soften your body into the pressure. Stay here for 30 to 60 seconds, or simply follow the rhythm of your breath as you press and release slowly. In traditional practice, there's a moment known as Dakai, the arrival of energy, when you may feel warmth, a gentle tingling, or a subtle heaviness spreading toward your groin or upper thighs. That's your body's way of telling you the pathway is open again. Modern science agrees. A study in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that pelvic floor activation, including gentle stimulation of CV1, improved erectile function in 75% of men when practiced regularly. If you want to strengthen the effect, you can, after pressing, add a few gentle pelvic contractions, just enough to feel a slight lift, and then release. Think of it as a quiet conversation with your body, one that reminds it how to respond again. James, 67, used to think the changes in his body were just a normal part of aging. He told me that in recent years, his mornings no longer felt strong, and his quiet sense of confidence had slowly faded. One day, during a routine visit for mild back pain, he was introduced to the Huiyin point, CV1, and shown how to gently activate it each evening. At first, he was skeptical. How could pressing one tiny spot possibly change anything? But after just a few weeks, he noticed he was sleeping more deeply. The heaviness in his pelvic area had eased, and most importantly, his confidence had returned. James smiled and said, "I wish I'd known about this 10 years ago." It's stories like his that remind us why we're moving on to the next point, one that's just as important. After waking up the hidden switch in your pelvic floor, the next step is to clear the path that carries blood and energy toward that area. One of the most effective spots for this is known as SP6 Sanyan Jiao, the three yin intersection. It's given this name because three major energy pathways meet here, each linked to circulation, hormone balance, and reproductive strength. You'll find SP6 on the inside of your lower leg. Here's the simplest way to locate it. Sit with one leg comfortably extended. Place 4 fingers horizontally just above the highest point of your inner ankle bone. Where your top finger rests, along the back edge of the shin bone, is the spot you're looking for. When you press it, you might feel a small dip or a tender sensation. That's how you know you're in the right place. Now, let's activate it. Rest your thumb on the point. Apply firm but comfortable pressure, enough to feel it, but not enough to cause sharp pain. Keep your foot and leg relaxed. Hold the pressure for 30 seconds, then gently make small circular motions for another 30 seconds. Switch to the other leg and repeat. As you work with this point, focus on slow breathing. With each inhale, imagine warm blood moving upward from your foot toward your pelvis. With each exhale, let your leg muscles soften even more. If you're doing it right, you may experience Dakai, a warm, tingling, or spreading sensation moving either down toward your foot or up toward your thigh. This is your sign that the pathway is opening. Research backs this up. A study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine followed 120 men for 12 weeks. Those who stimulated SP6 regularly saw up to a 40% improvement in pelvic blood flow and reported better erection quality. To make the effect even stronger, try this simple follow-up. After pressing SP6, gently massage your inner thigh for 1 to 2 minutes. Think of it as opening not just the main road, but also the side streets, so blood can reach your pelvic region quickly and without obstruction. This step is gentle, discreet, and can be done almost anywhere. Over time, it not only supports your sexual health but can also help your legs feel lighter, improve circulation, and ease nighttime cramping. After opening the main highway to your pelvis, the next step is to energize the central hub that powers it all. This spot is CV6 Kihai, the sea of energy. It's like the main power station for your lower body. When it's active, blood flow, nerve signals, and hormone balance all work more smoothly. Here's how to find it. Lie on your back with your knees slightly bent so your abdomen can relax. Place 2 fingers just below your belly button, keeping them on the center line of your body. The point directly under your lower finger is CV6. To work with it, rest 2 or 3 fingertips gently over the spot. Inhale slowly through your nose and let your belly rise into your fingers, creating a gentle, natural pressure. As you exhale, allow your abdomen to soften while keeping light contact. Repeat this for 60 to 90 seconds, letting your breathing guide the movement rather than forcing anything. Not everyone will notice an obvious sensation here, and that's completely fine. Some men feel warmth or heaviness spreading through the lower abdomen. Others simply feel more relaxed or notice a softer, looser feeling in their stomach muscles. The goal is not to chase a specific sensation. It's to allow this area to become more open, responsive, and better connected to the rest of your body. Why CV6 matters. Research from the Beijing University of Chinese Medicine found that stimulating this point improved core abdominal blood flow by 35% and reduced cortisol levels by 25%. Lower stress means your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and restore mode, can take over, supporting natural erections and healthy hormone cycles. For extra benefit, try combining this practice with box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. This breathing style not only calms the mind but also helps your blood vessels relax and expand. You can integrate CV6 stimulation into different parts of your day. Doing it in the morning can feel like charging your internal battery for the day ahead, while doing it before bed can help settle your mind and prepare your body for the deep sleep when testosterone production peaks. Think of CV6 as a quiet investment. You may not feel a dramatic change in one session, but with steady practice, it can provide the energy and balance your entire lower body relies on, helping you feel more like yourself again. Mark, 72, a retired military man, was no stranger to discipline, but when his health began to slow down, he found it difficult to accept. When he learned about CV6, the Sea of Kai, he treated it like a new mission to complete. Every day he practiced the technique faithfully, pairing it with a slow evening walk after dinner. 3 months later, during his follow-up appointment, his pelvic blood flow had improved noticeably, his blood pressure was steadier, and his overall mood was lighter. The most surprising change, he said, wasn't just feeling stronger, it was the peace of mind I got back. Mark's story reminds us that real strength and calm often come from small, consistent actions. So far, we've been working from the lower body upward, awakening switches, clearing pathways, and powering the core. Now it's time to balance the system from the top down. The point we'll focus on is GV20 Beihui, located at the very crown of your head. Its name means 100 meetings, symbolizing the place where multiple energy pathways converge. Why start here? Because one of the biggest hidden enemies of male vitality is chronic stress. When stress hormones stay high, your body shifts resources away from reproduction and toward survival. Testosterone drops, blood vessels tighten, and the signals that trigger an erection get weaker. By calming the nervous system at its control center, we give the rest of the body permission to function the way it's meant to. To find GV20, imagine drawing a line from one ear to the other across the top of your head. Then imagine another line running from the bridge of your nose straight over your head to the back of your neck. Where those two lines cross is GV20. For most men, there's a very slight dip or soft spot in this area that's your target. Here's how to work with it. Sit comfortably with your back straight and shoulders relaxed. Place your index or middle finger gently on the spot. Apply light, steady pressure, just enough to feel contact, not enough to cause discomfort. You can keep it still or make slow, small circles. Continue for 60 to 90 seconds while breathing slowly and evenly. Some men notice a sense of quiet settling in as they do this. Others simply feel more present in their bodies. Either way, the aim is to signal to your nervous system that it's safe to shift out of high alert. The science supports this practice. Research published in the Journal of Traditional Chinese Medicine Research found that regular GV20 stimulation lowered cortisol levels by up to 30% and improved sleep quality. Better sleep isn't just about rest. It's when your body produces most of its testosterone, repairs tissues, and resets your mood. For an added boost, you can pair GV20 with a simple relaxation technique. After each exhale, let your shoulders drop just a little more. Over time, this creates a habit of releasing tension from the top down, which can improve circulation and hormone balance without any extra effort. By including GV20 in your routine, you're not only working on your sexual health, you're restoring balance to your whole system. A calmer mind, better sleep, and a more responsive body all add up to the same thing. More mornings when you wake up feeling like yourself again. We've worked from the pelvis upward, then from the crown downward. Now, to complete the circuit, we go all the way to the soles of the feet, the foundation of your body. The point here is called K1 Yongqin, or bubbling spring. It's the first point on the kidney meridian, and in both traditional and modern views, it plays a role in grounding your energy, calming the mind, and supporting the systems linked to sexual vitality. The kidneys, in traditional understanding, are closely tied to reproductive strength and longevity. In modern terms, kidney and adrenal health are directly connected to hormone production, energy levels, and resilience against stress. When this point is stimulated, it can help regulate blood pressure, improve circulation, and promote deeper, more restorative sleep, all essential for healthy testosterone and strong morning performance. Here's how to find it. Sit in a comfortable position where you can easily reach the sole of your foot. Look for the natural depression that appears when you flex your toes slightly. This hollow is located about 1/3 of the way down from your toes toward your heel, just behind the ball of your foot. That's K1. To work with it, use your thumb to apply firm but comfortable pressure directly into the hollow. You can keep the pressure steady or make small, slow circles. Work each foot for 45 to 60 seconds. Keep your ankle and leg relaxed as you do this, allowing the movement to stay focused on the point. Some men feel a gentle release in their legs or a sense of their whole body settling down. Others simply notice that their breathing becomes slower and deeper as they work the point. The aim here is to send a downshift signal through your nervous system, helping your body move into a state that supports healing, recovery, and balanced hormones. Studies from the Chinese Academy of Medical Sciences have shown that regular K1 stimulation can improve overall blood circulation by about 25% and reduce symptoms of fatigue. When done before bed, it's especially helpful for improving sleep quality. And since testosterone production peaks during deep sleep, this can have a direct impact on morning erections over time. To amplify the benefits, you can soak your feet in warm water for 10 minutes before working on K1. The warmth will relax the tissues, open up the blood vessels, and make the point more responsive. By including K1 in your daily routine, you're not only addressing sexual health but also caring for the foundation of your entire system. Strong roots make for strong branches, and for men, that means more stability, more energy, and more mornings when you feel ready for the day ahead. A few months ago, I had a patient named Richard, 68 years old, who came to see me after years of feeling his vitality slipping away. He wasn't just concerned about performance. He was worried about his energy, his mood, and that quiet sense of confidence he used to carry without thinking. We decided to try something simple but consistent, the full 5-point acupressure sequence you've been learning in this video. Every evening, about an hour before bed, he followed the routine, starting with K1 on the soles, moving up through CV6, SB6, GV20, and finishing with CV1. At first, he admitted it felt a little unusual, like learning a new language with my hands. But he stuck with it. 3 months later, Richard walked back into my office looking different, not younger, but more alive. He told me his sleep was deeper, his mornings stronger, and he'd even started walking with his wife again after dinner, something they hadn't done in years. His words still stay with me. I feel like my body is working with me again, not against me. Stories like Richard's remind us that the real magic isn't in the pressure itself. It's in the consistency, the rhythm, and the connection you build with your own body. So now, let me walk you through exactly how to combine these 5 points into one seamless, powerful routine you can do in under 10 minutes a day, the same way Richard did. Now, if you'd like to follow the same path Richard took, here's how to bring all 5 points together into one smooth routine. Think of it less like a checklist and more like a slow, calming conversation with your body. Step 1, K1, bubbling spring, sole of the foot, sit comfortably. Start here to wake up your circulation from the ground up. Apply steady, firm pressure in slow circles for 45-60 seconds on each foot. Imagine warm energy rising gently from your feet toward your legs. Step 2, CV6, Sea of Chi, lower abdomen. Place 2 fingers just below your navel. Press lightly in small, rhythmic pulses for about a minute. Keep your breathing slow and deep, letting your abdomen expand with each inhale. This awakens your core and the deep vessels that support pelvic circulation. Step 3, SB6, Sanyan Jiao, inner leg. Find the spot about 4 finger widths above your inner ankle bone, along the shin's edge. Press firmly but comfortably for 60 seconds on each leg. This opens one of the body's main blood pathways to the pelvic area. Step 4, GV20, 100 meetings, crown of the head, with your middle or index finger. Gently press the soft spot at the very top of your head, where an imaginary line from ear to ear meets a line from nose to neck. Circle lightly for 60-90 seconds. Let your jaw relax. Feel the tension ease from your face and scalp. Step 5, CV1, Huiyin, perineum. Finish by sitting comfortably and gently pressing the midpoint between the anus and scrotum for 30-60 seconds. This quietly activates the pelvic floor and completes the energy circuit you've built. The whole routine should take about 8-10 minutes. Try to do it at the same time each day. Many men find an hour before bed works best, setting the stage for deep sleep and stronger mornings. Over time, this isn't just an exercise. It becomes a ritual, a moment you give yourself where your body feels heard, your mind calms, and your vitality quietly grows back. Before you make this routine a daily habit, it's worth taking a moment to talk about safety and how to get the most out of your practice. For most men, these techniques are gentle, natural, and safe. But there are a few situations where it's wise to check with your doctor first. If you're taking medication for high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, or erectile dysfunction, let your healthcare provider know before you begin. Improved circulation from acupressure can sometimes change how your body responds to certain medicines, and in rare cases, your dosage might need a small adjustment. If you have a history of blood clots, stroke, or serious cardiovascular conditions, get clearance from your doctor before starting. While acupressure is low risk, any change in blood flow should be approached with professional guidance. As you practice, pay attention to your body. A little tenderness at a point is normal at first, but sharp pain, dizziness, or unusual symptoms are signs to ease up or take a break. For men with reduced sensation in the legs or feet, start with lighter pressure, focus more on breathing, and increase gradually. And remember, these points aren't a replacement for medical treatment. They're a complement, a way to help your body's natural systems work more efficiently alongside any care you're already receiving. If you want your results to last longer and build over time, here are 5 simple daily habits I often recommend to my patients. Breathe deeply through your nose for 5 minutes a day to lower blood pressure, raise nitric oxide, and relax your vessels. Drink a glass of warm water first thing in the morning to gently thin the blood and get circulation moving. Reduce sugar intake, especially in the evening, to decrease inflammation and protect artery walls. Take a light walk after dinner to activate your body's natural venous pump, helping blood return to the heart. Touch your body with respect and patience, whether during acupressure or self-care. Rushing or forcing sends the wrong signal. Slow, mindful contact invites your nervous system to respond. When you combine these habits with your acupressure routine, you're reinforcing the message to your body every single day. Stay open, keep flowing, stay balanced. Over weeks and months, this consistency creates changes you can feel in your energy, your confidence, and your mornings. Picture this, it's early morning. You wake before the alarm, sunlight just touching the curtains, and you feel it, strength in your body, calm in your mind, and that quiet, steady confidence you thought was gone. That's what this practice can give you. Not overnight, not by magic, but through small, consistent moments where you show up for yourself. These 5 points, these simple habits are more than just techniques. They are your way of telling your body, I'm still here, I still care, and I'm not done yet. So start today. Give yourself 8-10 minutes before bed tonight and see what changes. If you know a man over 60 who needs this, share this video, it could change his mornings. And if this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. We've got more science-based tips coming your way. Thank you for watching and see you next video.